Imagine standing on a beach at night. Above you, the sky is filled with stars, thousands of tiny lights stretching endlessly into the darkness. Now imagine that every one of those stars could have planets orbiting them. Some of those planets may have oceans, some may have continents, some may even have life. When you begin to understand just how enormous the universe truly is, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Where is everybody? Our galaxy alone, the Milky Way, contains between 100 and 400 billion stars. Beyond it lie hundreds of billions of other galaxies, each filled with countless more stars and planets. The numbers are so vast that the human brain struggles to comprehend them. If intelligent life is even moderately common, then the universe should be overflowing with civilizations. Some should be millions of years older than us. Some should have mastered technologies we can barely imagine. Some might even have spread across entire galaxies. And yet, we have found nothing. No alien spacecraft, no confirmed radio messages, no gigantic structures surrounding distant stars, no undeniable evidence that another intelligent civilization exists. Just silence. It is one of the greatest mysteries in modern science. This mystery has a name. It is called the Fermi Paradox. Named after physicist Enrico Fermi, the paradox asks a deceptively simple question. If the universe should be full of intelligent life, why don't we see any? Over the years, scientists have proposed countless answers. Maybe advanced civilizations hide themselves. Maybe the distances between stars are simply too great. Maybe we haven't been searching long enough. Or perhaps there is a far darker explanation. An explanation that suggests nearly every civilization in the universe eventually disappears before it can spread among the stars. This idea is known as the Great Filter. It isn't a machine, it isn't a place, it's a barrier. A stage in the evolution of intelligent life so incredibly difficult that almost no civilization ever makes it past. Some scientists believe humanity has already crossed this barrier. Others fear it still lies ahead of us. If they're right, then somewhere in our future may exist a challenge so deadly that almost every intelligent species eventually fails to survive it. That possibility changes the way we see ourselves. It changes how we think about our future. And it changes the meaning of the silence surrounding us. To understand why, we first need to appreciate just how unimaginably large the universe really is. The observable universe stretches for roughly 93 billion light-years across and contains hundreds of billions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains billions or even hundreds of billions of stars. Around many of those stars are planets, and in recent decades, astronomers have confirmed thousands of worlds beyond our solar system. Some are giant gas planets, others are frozen worlds. Some orbit 2 stars, and a small number appear to lie within the so-called habitable zone, where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist. If Earth is just one ordinary planet orbiting one ordinary star, then statistically, life elsewhere seems almost inevitable. Even if intelligent life developed on only 1 out of every billion suitable planets, there should still be countless civilizations scattered throughout the cosmos. Some of them should have emerged millions of years before humanity. With that kind of head start, they could have explored nearby stars, built vast civilizations, and perhaps left unmistakable traces across the galaxy. Yet every telescope we build and every signal we detect tells the same story. Silence. No confirmed evidence, no contact, nothing. So what happened? Did intelligent civilizations never appear? Did they destroy themselves? Or are we asking the wrong questions entirely? These questions lead us to one of the most unsettling ideas ever proposed. What if almost every civilization reaches a point from which it never recovers? What if there is a hidden obstacle woven into the story of intelligent life itself? That possibility is the Great Filter. And if it exists, the most important question is not whether aliens are out there. It's whether humanity has already survived the filter, or whether our greatest test is still waiting for us. What if the Great Filter is still ahead of us? Imagine this. Somewhere, millions of years ago, on a planet orbiting a distant star, another intelligent civilization looked up at the night sky. They discovered science. They built cities. They harnessed energy. They dreamed of exploring the universe, just like we do today. But then, they vanished. No distress signal, no warning, no trace. If the Great Filter lies in the future rather than the past, then this story may have played out countless times across the universe. A civilization rises. It becomes technologically advanced, and just before it reaches the stars, something ends its journey. Could the same thing happen to us? No one knows. But scientists have identified several risks that every advanced civilization might eventually face. The first is one we've lived with for decades: nuclear war. Humanity possesses enough nuclear weapons to cause catastrophic global consequences. Even a limited nuclear conflict could inject massive amounts of smoke into the atmosphere, reducing sunlight, damaging agriculture, and triggering widespread famine. While experts debate the exact scale of these effects, it's one example of how advanced technology can create global risks. But nuclear weapons are only one possibility. Another concern is artificial intelligence. AI is already transforming how we work, learn, and solve problems. Many researchers believe it could bring enormous benefits, from accelerating scientific discoveries to improving medicine. At the same time, some scientists and technology leaders argue that increasingly powerful AI systems should be developed carefully because advanced systems that are poorly controlled could create serious risks. This doesn't mean AI is destined to become dangerous. It means that, like any powerful technology, how humanity develops and governs it matters. Perhaps every civilization eventually creates tools so powerful that managing them becomes one of its greatest challenges. Then there is another possibility: climate change and environmental collapse. Throughout Earth's history, civilizations have depended on stable environments. A rapidly changing climate can place pressure on food production, infrastructure, ecosystems, and economies. Unlike an asteroid, these challenges develop over time, giving societies opportunities to respond, but also requiring cooperation and long-term planning. Could environmental stress become part of a great filter? It's impossible to say. Another threat comes not from ourselves, but from space. Throughout Earth's history, asteroid impacts have dramatically changed the course of life. About 66 million years ago, a large asteroid struck our planet, contributing to the extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs. If a similar event happened today, humanity's advanced technology could improve our chances of detecting and potentially deflecting certain objects. But the risk reminds us that civilizations also face dangers beyond their control. And there are other possibilities we haven't even imagined. Perhaps there are cosmic events we haven't discovered yet. Perhaps civilizations exhaust essential resources faster than they can replace them. Or perhaps there are universal challenges that every intelligent species encounters as it advances. The truth is, we don't know. And that's exactly what makes the Great Filter so unsettling. It isn't a prediction, it's a hypothesis. A possible explanation for why the universe appears silent. Some scientists think the filter is behind us. Others think it's ahead. Some believe there may be no single filter at all, but rather many smaller challenges that only a few civilizations successfully overcome. Whichever idea turns out to be correct, one thing is clear: humanity is living through a remarkable moment in history. For the first time, our species has the ability to look beyond our own planet, search for life elsewhere, and think seriously about the long-term future of civilization. Perhaps the choices we make over the coming centuries will determine whether humanity becomes a spacefaring civilization or another silent world that never made it beyond its home planet. And if that is true, then the greatest mystery isn't whether aliens exist. It's whether any civilization, including ours, can survive long enough to meet another. In the next chapter, we'll ask the question that changes everything. Have we already passed the Great Filter? Or are we unknowingly walking toward it?